Hello, everybody. This is Simon Fleck, and this is my Epic Expo replacement lesson on video. Um, this will be covering the present and progressive tenses of a conlang that I have created called High Trideri, um, which in the native language is called We arongas da crost trideros. It is a part of a canon I've been trying to make for a while. Long story, like 5 years into it. Um, so yeah, before we get into the tenses, however, we're going to need to learn some vocab. So first and foremost, because it is the most important, we have on, which means to be. Ooh, excuse me. So on is also the active infinitive ending, as we can see here. And from there, we have theron, which is to have. That E with the macron right there, with the macron rather, is kind of pronounced like gain, where it is one of three kind of E sounds in this language. We have E, which is just a singular E without it. Then we have that, which is E, which is a little bit longer, a little bit more emphasized. And then we have a diphthong, which is EI, and it's much longer. It's A, which we will see both of those in this lesson. Next, we have kion, which the KH is pronounced essentially like a K, but you kind of essentially constrict your diaphragm a little bit as you say it. That way it comes out with that extra H sound, and that means to breathe. Then we have pikon, which is to need. Then we have sajon, which is to eat, and that ZH is kind of pronounced like judge, like the J in judge. And then we have shon, which means to go, and that SH is pronounced pretty much like a normal English SH. Then we have vitanon, which is to visit. The V is pronounced somewhere in between a V and an F. So like as you say V, kind of take off your teeth from your bottom lip as you say it. So it's kind of like a V sound. And as you probably heard, for words that have more than one syllable, it is usually emphasized on the second, although that can change depending on different types of diphthongs and elongated vowels that there are. But that is a lesson for another day. Now, the present tense. So, as I said before, this is the active infinitive ending, and it stays on for all of these in all the different tenses that it is a part of. So we have one and onad, oneth, onethei, onad, and onade. And because on is also to be, these mean I am, we are, you all are, or y'all are, if you're feeling particularly sassy. Onad means he, she, it, or the singular they. And then onade, which means they as in the plural. So they are versus he, she, it, they, like he is, she is, it is, and then they are, but that is a singular in this language specifically. There will be no irregulars aside from like possible loan words, but that will not be something that will be necessary to get into currently. So yes, present tense is of course anything that is happening right now. So I am, as you've seen, you eat, they breathe, we sit, that kind of thing. So then, next is the present progressive tense, which is very similar, but it is a continuous thing. So we are running, she is speaking, you are helping, they are being, that kind of thing. In Trideri specifically, this is created by taking a present tense verb and adding a they at the beginning of a word. So In some instances, this change also changes the word connotation. In one word that you don't need to know just yet, because it's a little, with the connotations, it's difficult to think about right now. It means to hear, and it is eheion. There's that diphthong I was talking about. And when it is made progressive, which is then, let's say, I hear eheione, it then becomes vehone, and then it becomes to listen, because you are saying that I am hearing, which means you are continually hearing, which is the same as to listen. So with that down, let's look at how to figure it out. So right here we have on, to be. I gave one idea, we are being, earlier. Let's try the they are being, they plural. So we have on ade, which is they are, and then to figure out how to say they are being, we add in the they. So it then becomes theonade. And then next we have theron, which for this, because I don't have I do not have easy access to a macron, we're just going to copy that real quick. From there we have theron, let's say you have, so theroneth, and then saying that you are having, which, doesn't really make sense in, English, but in this it can make sense. We add in the VE, so ve theroneth, which means you are having. And then vitanon, to visit, vitanonal, al, there we go, which means we visit. Let's go ahead and just add that. So it's ve vitonal, which means we are visiting. So that is how to do that. So yeah, that is how you do the present and progressive tenses in Trideri. So yeah, that is it for now. I will be attaching a little worksheet with notes on it down in the description of this video. They should be going up to YouTube, and there's a chance I may make, if you find this stuff interesting, there's a chance I will continue to make more, probably on a different YouTube channel, one that's not my personal one, just to have a dedicated place for this stuff. It might have some updates, because once again, this is a conlang, so, well, like all languages, there's always continuous evolution, but this one is a lot more dedicated. It's very much a work in progress. So yeah, you can find the little extra worksheet with notes and stuff in the description. Have a good one, all of you.